V8. Is it this mysterious black box that we can possibly hope to understand or pick inside of? Quite the opposite. Google's V8 engine is open source. It's available to look at, to use, and to even change for your own purposes. That's not the goal of this course, but because of that, we can take a quick look and demystify just a little bit the mystique of something like a JavaScript engine. Let's take a quick look at V8. To find it, I'll just do a simple Google search. I'll search for Chrome V8. And let's find the proper link. Okay, here it is. chromiumgooglesource.com V8. Okay, you'll see it's under chromiumgooglesource.com. This is the project hosting for the V8 JavaScript engine. I searched for Chrome V8 because V8 was primarily written to be used inside the Google Chrome browser, and it certainly is. However, it's also built in a way that lets it be used elsewhere and in other ways. Okay, let's scroll a little bit. We have some important points. We can see V8 is the Google's open source project. We understand that. V8 implements ECMAScript, so we understand it also. V8 is written in C++ in order to be used in Google Chrome. We also understand this part. And also in this page is also described how you can fetch the source code. There's a Git repository, a source code repository. That is to say, there is a spot where all the source code of V8 lives, and I can go grab it free of charge. That's open source software, so I've already done that. If you know C++, you know Git. As far as how to use a Git repository to grab code, feel free to mess around with this if you would like. But it's certainly not necessary. However, I've done it for you so that we can gain a little bit better understanding of V8 engine itself. I've gone ahead and downloaded all the source code for the V8 engine, and I've opened here in a program called Visual Studio Code, which is for Microsoft. Visual Studio Code works on Mac, Linux, and Windows, and it's a great program for editing code and taking a look at that. So that's what I'm using, but you can use whatever code browser you want throughout the rest of this course. I'll be using Visual Studio quite a bit. However, for the moment, we are just looking at V8. If I open this source folder, the src folder, and then, for example, let's go to built-in, you already see some things that we might have seen before. ARM, IA32, x64. There's entire sets of code for each of the machine languages that V8 supports. So we can convert JavaScript into any of these languages, and it's more than that. Okay, let's go to inside the directories, and if, for example, we go to other directories, there is a huge number of .h and .cc files, and .cc files are C++ files, and .h also is part of the C++ language. All of this code, all of this C++ has to do with implementing the ECMAScript standard. This is the engine. This is the engine's code that will read JavaScript, the text of JavaScript, and convert it into the machine code. And it's a lot of code. And let's take a look at another specific file. There's thing in here that we could, some would understand even if you don't write C++. Date.cc file that dealing with dates. JavaScript has to deal with dates, and so there is code written in C++. And notice this looks a little bit like JavaScript. There is code written in C++ that handles date, because JavaScript needs to handle dates, and this engine is going to convert what you write in JavaScript to something that the computer processor can actually run. So this is code within the engine. V8 is huge. It's been worked on for years, and it's highly performant. It's really fast, and it's extremely useful, and it's free, open source. You can use it within your own programs, and that's what we are going to see next. But here we can see that V8 isn't some mysterious black box. It's just a lot of code. Code designed to do exactly what an engine is supposed to do: execute JavaScript. That is to say, convert JavaScript code that you write into something far more base, far lower, and in some ways more complex. Alright, let's move on.